You can create your own figures, you can make a new composition, and you can create using the shape tool. And don't forget to deselect and then make another shape so that your shapes aren't nested inside each other. Here, deselect and then make another shape. Let's try ellipses, an interesting way to go. I can say the quick key is V to deselect and then G to ellipse tool, make another shape, or for variety, I'm hitting V to go back to my selection tool. I can even use my pen tool to make a shape. Make sure that you close the shape. You need to see the circle next to your pen tool to make sure you close the shape. You can edit the shape, make a funny shape if you want. And of course, you want to adjust your anchor points. For the foot, I put the anchor point where the ankle would be. If you right mouse button, you can rename your layer. Say foot. Okay, that's one layer done. You have to do two things, adjust the anchor point and rename it. The next shape, I'm gonna adjust my anchor point so that it would be where the knee is, and then I'm gonna right mouse button, rename it to either right lower leg, and then the last shape that I just created, I'm gonna adjust the anchor point to where the hips would be, the hip joint, and then right mouse button, rename. I can say right upper leg. I can duplicate this, of course, and rename to make my left leg. It also helps to recolor. You have to have two different colors. Another thing you can do is to import a figure from Illustrator. If you're used to making a figure, if you want to make layers in Illustrator or Photoshop, you can import them. Illustrator, for example, you can make a figure in Illustrator as a little fox, and then I create the layer as a vector shape, and then I name it head. Yeah, and then you have ear, neck, legs, tail, torso. And after naming all your parts, and here's an eye. What is very helpful if you import it into After Effects, I'm going to import it as a composition and retain layer sizes open. And you see my jointed fox comes in as a composition. I'm going to turn off the bottom layer. So what do I need to do? I need to adjust my anchor points so that they are where the joints would be. I'm just doing this quickly here. And the tail, of course, the anchor point of the tail should be where it joins the torso. Here, neck, the neck could be maybe the base of the neck. The ear should be base of the ear. The head should be where the spine and the skull join. Let's hit R for rotation. I can check the location of my anchor points, see if everything functions. Well, the torso would have to move with the other pieces. Oh, the tail looks good, the leg. And so once I've imported, you see how the names of all the layers from Illustrator imported into After Effects, which is very helpful. I want to do some parent, so I'm going to parent the head to the neck, right? I want them to move together, and I'm going to parent the ear to the head. Let's see, if I rotate my head, the ear goes with it, or the ear can move separately. I can move the neck, or I would want the eye parented to the head as well. So these are just a couple things I need to do to link up everything correctly. There we go. Everyone's moving correctly, but now you're ready to animate, which is a fun thing to do. The more parts you have, the more expressive your figure will be, but of course, the more time consumed it will be also. So if I change my composition settings, during animation, I try to have it high contrast so it's easy to see. Later on, I can put it on any background. I hope that you practice with this because it gives you a lot of expressiveness and it's fun to do. And if you have any tests or results that you want to show me, any figures that you get to move, please send them to me. I would love to see them.